Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Diamond, I'm the Intuitive Witch, and today this will be a channeled message from the goddess Isis. So let's get started. When I started getting ready for this, I kept hearing sirens. So someone needs to, or someone's in trouble. Those who will resonate with this reading, I feel like a lot of you, your ego is going to be the death of you if you can't get it in check, if you can't slowly peel back the layers of your ego and do the shadow work. I feel like it's not even it's like the message when I went to my altar for Isis today. It was very much deep-rooted sabotage from people that are stuck in cycles from their bloodline. Just destroying their world and the world of others around them. These are people who genuinely, their intentions are good. They want to have good come to them. They want to have good pour out to others. However, every single time they have something in front of their face, whether it's a relationship, a job, money, anything, they blow their opportunity and they ruin it. They ruin everything, and then they're stuck in these cycles of nobody wants me, nobody loves me, I'm unlovable, I'm this, that, and just all this stuff. So today we're going to begin with invoking the goddess through a sound bowl. So trigger warning for sound. We call upon the goddess of 10,000 names, Aset. Be here with us now and guide us in this reading. Okay, so we need to discuss some things. People who are going to resonate with this reading, I am tapping into the energy of the goddess and of you, and I'm just gonna start out by saying Isis wants you to know that you are a powerful being, you are love, you are light, and you can manifest anything that you want in this life. And spiritually speaking, you have the power and the ability to conjure up the old things and just cut it out of your life. Cut it out. Just cut it. So we're gonna start. I already pulled cards, everything, so we don't waste any time. This individual that I'm speaking to and that Isis is reaching out to, you have hit a moment in your life where you cannot move forward. You are blocked by something, whether that is perception, your mind, an actual, like, someone's blocking you from moving to the next step in like a job, career advancement, money, like the bank's not gonna loan you no money, credit card companies aren't giving you any loans or any cards at the moment. It's just stuff like that. You're being blocked from everything that you once had access to also numb what's going on with you. And I'm talking like bad, like I'm talking like people could be getting evicted, in the process of getting evicted out of their home or apartment because of, you know, whatever your situation is, insert that in there. Just a huge tower moment is happening, and I feel like it's physical, like physically, like in the world, not like a tower moment within you, because within you, your world is shattered. You have ignored your inner world. You don't know yourself. You haven't met your shadow. You have not confronted inner demons. You have not worked with that side of you. It's what's running your life to the ground currently. And that still, you still take accountability of it. You can't just say, oh, well, then that's my shadow, and that's why things are happening and stuff like that. You have to take accountability for you and your higher self, and then your lower duality, which is your shadow, which is where, if you don't know a lot of your cycles from trauma, cycles from bloodline trauma, cycles from what you are picking up and learning in this life as what's normal or moral. This person, I feel like you push people away from you, and you don't let people into your heart center. Your heart chakra is closed. It's been closed. And in return, you cannot connect your crown chakra with your sacral and your heart. And therefore, in return, your root chakra is blocked and backed up. And that's what's causing an actual like tower moment in your life. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a tower. If you are in a relationship that you actually care about, this is something that I would take heed on. I would actually listen to what Isis is showing us, what's coming through with cards, through channeling. We're gonna get into some past and some present. We're gonna get into some like trauma bonding type of energy. We're gonna get into some of that. We are also gonna mention money, and so emotions and money comes up a lot. So you could be experiencing a decline in your money and in your abundance. You don't have many friends around you. You don't have many opportunities to make money, to receive advancements through loans. Like I mentioned earlier, your family may not want to hang around you as often because you may be spewing out toxic energy and be like radiating a bunch of like nasty energy, and you don't know it. So people just may not want to be around you. Coworkers may just be like, ooh, or like, and don't want to be around you, because what we don't understand is when we don't have our inner self together, our outer self leaks out and projects out everything that we don't like, we hate, and life will mirror itself with what you see. So if you're experiencing a bunch of crap, reflect within. When people say take a step back and look at yourself, reflect within you, your emotions, your triggers, what causes these things, okay? I'm not really getting a lot of like abandonment issues. I'm mainly getting codependency, and codependency in the wrong way, because you're codependent with negative stuff. You drink a lot, you may do drugs, you may smoke, you may do some things that are just, it's not necessarily I'm saying you have to quit doing things. It's mainly an awareness that Isis is bringing to you, that if you continue to do some of these things at the rate at which you are doing them, they will affect your organs and your energy centers. And if your organs can't keep up at the pace in which you are destroying your body with poisons, then that's when organs start to shut down, and then it could cause fatal the consequence can be fatal. Okay, a lot of people, Isis is telling me, a lot of people die in this physical earth world that we're in, the Matrix, before they're even able to experience what their soul's contract was in this life, unfortunately. And then they're stuck in a perpetual cycle of reincarnation until they can discover what that is sometimes. So some of y'all could be just in a, hey, some of y'all can literally just be reincarnating over and over and over and over and over again here on Earth until you're learning lessons, till you're evolving your soul. People are so focused on earthly desires and evolving your earthly desires, earthly pleasures, but no one really, for the most part, wants to like nourish their soul, their inside, what's gonna be with what's your true essences, what's gonna be going with you in the afterlife. Not this, like my hair, all this is all because my parents were my parents. You know what I mean? Same for you. You, and Isis really wants you to understand this, because we're talking about ego triggers. We're talking about how you can't control your inside because of your ego is out of control. Your shadow side is just, like I said, completely just derailed and controlling your life. Your ego, you are not your skin color, your culture, you are not your gender, you are not a representation of any of these earthly materials, such as brands, anything. These crystals and stuff that I have on here, and these pendants and stuff, all these right here, that's not going with me. That's staying here. These are materials that are living, that are going to be here. They are bound by this physical world. They are going to be here until they are destroyed somehow. Okay? So like, you are not any of this. And this is because I was born from people who happen to have this genetic makeup, the DNA, to make my incarnation look like this. Our world, and if you are one of these people, it is time for you to wake up from this delusion. You are not what you are looking like at this moment. Your real core of your soul, yourself, what you really have, is none of this. So learning to love you, for your true self inside of here, the area that lives in your solar plexus, it's where your soul resides. That's what matters, okay? That's what matters, okay? Doesn't matter if you wear Nike, Gucci, Prada, Louis. It doesn't matter if you wear like Walmart clothes. It doesn't matter if you get your clothes from a thrift store. It doesn't matter. It's something to cover the vessel, because this life and this society says we cannot walk around naked. These are examples. Okay, so put it wherever you want to put it. Like, who says you have to live in a mansion? Who says you have to drive these expensive foreign cars that are deemed worthy? They're deemed worthy because the people who run society and those families that you are not going to hear about, that aren't talked about, that are well kept hidden from you, that control this earth, from the materials of this earth, right now, how it is structured, it matters because they said it mattered, because they set the standard. and you have puppets. Like, no offense to a lot of these like celebrities and a lot of these people in like the limelight and in entertainment and in the news and in politics and world leaders, but for real, a lot of them are expensive, bougie, bought, sold out puppets. Think of like a Muppet or Sesame Street. But these Muppets and puppets got on bougie clothes, live in bougie houses and zip codes, live way over their means, and they show you that this is something that you need and it's possible too, and so therefore it trickles down, and thus said how it should be, even though Ra, okay, is the creator God. Keep that in mind. No man, no woman, no entity on this earth can tell you otherwise that the creator God, the God of the universe, the God of what we're made in their image, they're talking about the gods of the beginning, the gods of the old, Ra. Anyways, kind of off tangent. You need to know you have the power to control your life. If someone makes you mad, or if life don't go the way that you want it or need it to go, you have the power in your reaction and in your decisions on how to go forward. Let me pull some things that I have, and we'll talk about it. In your past, you felt anxious and unaware of what to do. You felt ashamed. You felt insignificant. Why do you feel the need to be needed by others? I'm gonna pull up this for powerful transformations at this time. Why do you feel the need to be needed by others? These are questions that are on cards, but imagine this is the goddess Isis asking you these questions. So in your heart, I need you to answer these questions. Why do you feel the need to be needed by others? You are enough. No one is needed by no one. Attitude of authority. Did you write the book on love? You can't make people love you if you don't love yourself. We're talking about someone here, and I'm cutting away these ties and these cycles away with this selenite dagger as I'm speaking. You don't need anyone on this earth, and no one needs you. When you realize life's a gift and that you came here to experience all emotions and everything life can offer you, and what your sole purpose and contract is with the Most High, then that's all that matters. Everyone you meet here, you may not ever run across in the universe ever again. And this is why it's so important to, when you love someone, when you claim that you love someone, when you claim that you are respecting someone's will and the commitment that you gave to someone, whether it's a business contract, a relationship, friendship, whatever it is, it matters because your soul will be infinite. and you'll have many lives. But this life that you're living now, cherish it, because this is going to only be once. It's okay to accept the praise that others will give you. Stop deflecting your value. If you don't love yourself, you'll do whatever that you think is going to make yourself feel good in the moment, because you're not thinking of the impacts that it has on your body, on your mind, on your soul, or on others around you. We're talking about someone who would literally cut out their own heart, slit their own, and sacrifice themselves if that meant that they would get a higher fix or just numb themselves to whatever their situation is, whatever their emotions are. And by the way, if you don't handle emotions and process emotions in a healthy manner, and you don't open up your energy points, disease like tumors, cancers can occur in the body. Stuck energy, unpassable energy can cause all types of physical ailments, pain, diseases, things that, just come up. You may not even have a family history of these things, but if you do have a family history of chronic health, notice how, if someone's a smoker or a drinker or does drugs, 9 times out of 10, even sometimes 7 out of 10, there's going to be a good percentage of people in your family that will be stuck in a cycle of those behaviors that they witness. When a child witnesses something, that's how they think. That's what subconsciously you adopt. What you subconsciously adopt what you see your parents and people do around you. Even to fit into a normal day of society, to not stick out, you will literally do the norm. People are bots in 2023, okay? You will have people literally waiting for elevators or something happen and they're going, or example, you see people walk up to a store, open the door, it's locked. They just sit there and stare and then look around and look at their phone and they can't understand. It's instead of just walking away and realizing it's closed, whatever, going along with your ego is embarrassed, it's ashamed, it's oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Is someone looking? Is someone laughing? Is someone pointing? Is someone recording? It's all this shit, right? Let's take a breath. If you don't have selenite, get you some selenite. I have this, and I have one of my wands of selenite. I love selenite. It's good to cleanse energy. You can hold selenite and just dump your energy into it and get recharged, revived. And by the way, if you are feeling this reading, by the way, if these messages and this is resonating, go ahead and subscribe if you like the vibe. That's so cringy. But yeah, some of y'all need to know, especially if you're vibing with this reading with Isis, I feel listen and watch out for subtleties in life, and if you see feathers a lot, or your dreams, or just wings in general, or um, yellow flowers or yellow roses. I feel like that's Isis's way of showing you she's with you. If you see a lot of pregnant women right now, it's Isis's way of showing you abundance. And her child Horus, with that Libra energy rising above your circumstances and offering you like healing. Just know that if some of you are watching and you have experienced like a miscarriage or something like that, just know that not all is lost, that Isis has the duality of going into the underworld and conjuring. So a lot of times we think like, what's the reason behind some of these things? And it's a lot of times it's unexplainable to people, but Isis is letting me know the very few of y'all that are really like vibing, you are occultic or maybe learning like you're like you are a witch or a healer or someone that's vibing with the spiritual world, whether you're new or in it and you went through that or know someone who went through that. That's just know Isis is here. Her wings are over you and your family is protecting you. And just know like not all is lost. Like that child will have a purpose in the spiritual, and when they do reincarnate, they tend to reincarnate powerful as like knowing who they are and are connected to the duality energy of Isis and Horus. So just know that there's healing at this time. There's, for some reason, my rose sitting over here, 2 petals have fell off, so you could have lost twins, or you could have had twins, or you know someone who has twins, and it's overwhelming at this time. Just know these are gifts from the gods, and that these twins are children of Isis from Sirius. So just know that they are brought into your life to bring a lot of healing and overall lessons that need to be learned by all parties are involved. Some of y'all, this is Citrine, some of y'all are blind to like the abundance that's around you. Just know that you have access to everything the universe has to offer. You just have to reach out. You have to do your part. You have to, sometimes we have to ask for stuff. You can't just assume that we're going to be handed things, or assume that the universe has your back, but like sometimes people don't ask for help. I guess is what I'm saying. Some of y'all need to learn the art of breathing and taking breaths that are consciously, you're aware of your breath, you're aware of everything, sending energy up and down each chakra, energy point. Moving energy around helps strengthen your chakras, but also helps keep your body open and letting energy flow through instead of getting stuck. Some of y'all need to do yoga or cardio to help with this like breath work and stability. Let's see. For those of y'all that are in your shadow, you will be given instructions in your sleep or through meditation or through like number codes or lyrics and music to like on what to do from Isis, to be reborn, recharged, and to rise above. You guys will receive, some of y'all will receive like a really powerful like aha moment through your third eye awakening. And some of y'all need to heal your third eye at this time. Entering the chamber of healing with Isis, an invitation to strip away everything that you once carried with you and thought of yourself, and to be in front of the goddess with just your soul and who you are on the inside, and submitting to that energy and being okay with being with you, your whole true self, and not a mask and not a false self that your ego has presented to others and to the world. And honestly, some of you guys will be like interested and drawn to Isis. Those, if you are, like, invitation, work with Isis. She's willing to work with those who seek her, and that it's a mutual, first of all, it has to be a mutual relationship with any god or goddess that you work with. But like this is I guess this is a sign that she wants or will work with you if you're vibing with this. Those who will work with Isis and heal with Isis, you will be healing your masculine or the divine masculine within yourself. We all carry divine feminine and divine masculine energies. That's another duality we all carry. So the divine masculine is what needs to be healed at this time. And with that being said, with that, especially with the whole mythology with Isis and Horus, this is a time of protection. So you allow yourself to be vulnerable and allow yourself to really be open to yourself and to Isis, to others, to show yourself the real you. And a lot of you guys might be surprised. A lot of you guys that have been programmed to think a certain way, you'll realize, oh wow, perceptions have changed. If you are hateful to a certain group, organization, people, for whatever reason, you'll find, oh wow, like you may realize like, oh okay, like that was all just pre-programming things that I don't even really vibe with. And it's okay to let things go, you know what I mean? It's okay to change, you know what I'm saying? If you are a Scorpio, if you are a Leo, if you are an Aries, and you don't embrace change, you are going to experience like physical pain. You're going to experience mental pain. You're going to experience hell on earth. You have a lot of pent up energy of rage and creation and frustration, and you don't know what's going on. If you are a fire sign watching this, resonating with this, you need to learn to use that channeled creation of fire to create the life that you are intended to live here. If you're a water sign, you need to flow, okay? You need to learn to manage these emotions and flow to enjoy life, because a lot of you are experiencing a lot of mental problems because, and when I mean mental problems, I mean ailments like depression, anxiety, like all these things, because you can't just go with the flow. If you are a earth sign, you need to stop being defensive. You need to stop being quick to judge others. If you are an air sign, you need to stop gossiping. You need to stop playing devil's advocate. You need to use your throat chakra for good instead of spreading, like using it for like jealousy and spreading lies and malice. Shame, fear, guilt, jealousy, envy, all these things, they're all like demons or whatever. And it's just energy that you feel. And if you get lost in it and you allow that to take control over your life, then that spirit over that emotion, over that, whatever you want to call it, is going to take hold, and it will make the choices for you instead of you using free will. Stop watching the news too much to where it just makes you become jaded to the world. Stop listening to all these politicians so dang much, and stop writing with them so hard, because they have their back. They're not interested in creating a harmonious environment with the world. Not all of them are bad, but I'm just saying they all play both sides, and they got you doing whatever they want you to do and whenever they want you to do it, and they harvest your energy whenever they feel like doing it, whether it's national or global. And that's anywhere in the world, child. In a world full of control, in a world full of darkness, be a light. I mean, laughter, we forget laughter is like the best medicine that you can have for yourself and for those around you, because your sound is your heka, is your sound. So like, if you are laughing and creating that, like those vibrations, wavelengths out in the universe, those around you are gonna feel it. And 9 times out of 10, people, laughter is infectious, but also hatred is infectious. Imagine me and you are like walking around like magnets, and we vibing, we getting along, you know, we connecting, but we can also be like posting each other and like pushing each other back, and don't want each other to get too close to us. A lot of us do that to ourselves too. A lot of us don't even know who we really are. And that's the biggest tragedy. And that's something that Goddess Isis wants you to explore. Who are you really? Not what you are taught to be, not what you're culturally taught to be or to accept, but who are you really? Take religion out of it. Religion is an identity. Your family and your children can become an identity. Your job can become an identity. Your habits can become an identity. Your trauma can become your identity. It's just like, you see what I'm saying? Insert whatever it is, it can become your identity. Live your life how you want to live it, as long as you're not hurting others. And I hope and I pray to the goddess that those who watch this, those who vibe with this, those who are genuinely needing to hear these messages, I hope you do the work and the shadow work and the inner work to really go down and have the strength and the courage to meet your shadow. And a lot of people think it's scary and they don't want to do it. And they think, oh, shadow means dark and hell and all that stuff. No, like, you need to do it because you are in charge. You are the 3-in-1, okay? You have a side of you that's in the spiritual realm as we speak. You are here in the physical. And you also have another side of you who is in another astral realm. Again, with breathing, it's important to get that in check. Emotionally overreacting. You are overthinking, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotions. Jealousy. Your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. You are far greater than you know. Resisting change. Ask yourself why you are not wanting to change. Look at the positive side to the changes. Taking a leap of faith is scary, but what's scarier is to stay in what you're currently dealing with. Over and over again. It's almost like if y'all watched that TV show, and even that movie where those people are dying over and over and over and over and over and over, and they just keep repeating the same day. That's crazy. That's insane. No one would want to do that, whether it's good or bad. And guess what? You wouldn't want to do that either. So why are you doing it to yourself? Why don't you love yourself enough to put down your habits and addictions that are hurting you? Why don't you love yourself enough to meet yourself in the middle and to love yourself and to be there for yourself when others won't? Others may betray you, but you won't betray you, right? Forgive you and forgive those around you. Carrying the weight of your family's pain, carrying the weight of your pain, it's just hurting you and it's heavy. Allow the goddess Isis to lighten the load, remove the baggage off of you. At this time, it would be really good for your development to work with bloodstone and peridot. Both of these stones or crystals are going to be good for deep emotional healing. Deep emotional healing. Deep emotional healing through the bloodline and through trauma. Working with those will help you at this time get through some of these tough changes in your life. Again, if you are willing to do the work, I would definitely recommend looking up shadow work and how to process your shadow side. I would definitely find an outlet of some type of physical activity, whether it's a sport, whether it's like swimming, walking, hiking, running, yoga, something where you can get energy and move it around. If you have chronic illness, walking the treadmill or walking outside, getting fresh air daily, at least a 30-minute walk a day is going to be very beneficial for you. Consistency from Goddess Isis is key. There's going to be good days and bad days, but staying consistent is something that is going to be successful for you. Some of you really need to be in the mirror and practicing like affirmations like, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am abundant, I am in control of my life, I am intuitive, I am the poop. Not the poop, but I'm blanking. I'm trying to you are the magician of your own life. There we go. You were the manifestor of your own life. There we go. Ooh. My lips are crusty, but see, we're not gonna worry about that. By the way, If you are new to witchcraft or spirituality, all this stuff is just for enhancements and protection to what you do and how your energy works. You don't need to go buy crap and do all this crap just because people say and this and that and you saw a video or whatever. You need to vibe with what your energy is gonna naturally vibe with. You know what I mean? Goddess Isis wants me to let you know that getting an amulet or pendant, something that that you vibe with, wear it. Whether it's a bracelet, necklace, anklet, something, just wear it. Wear it daily. You know, just so you can have that protection. People are crazy. Like I said, it's not that you need this. This is added protection, people. Especially when you start becoming awake, when you start dealing with certain things, when you start tapping into certain things. Things, you know, your life don't get easy just because you become spiritual or whatever, or know yourself. Life actually becomes a different playing field because you are therefore managing not only yourself, but managing walking around with all these other people who are still asleep and in deep trances and spells. Because this is also something that Isis wants me to let you know. You can be awake, but once you're awake and once you're woke spiritually, not this fake ass woke shit where people don't know their gender, not this fake ass shit where people are getting glorified online because they doing crazy things and promoting crazy dangerous things for money and fame and clout, in which there will be repercussions. Innocent people who trust these people and get sucked up into some shit, there will be some repercussions. So this crap that people got stuck in their head ever since the quarantine era of life, it's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. We are birthing an age of narcissism that I've never seen ever in my life before. Wake up, people. COVID may have been a thing, but all this extra stuff, all this TikTok crap, notice TikTok videos are so short, right? In these cities, mainly where people don't engage, you can't even hold a conversation with people for very long because during quarantine, everyone was programmed and trained for their attention span to be just as long as a TikTok video, full of nonsense, full of crap, full of just what's that gonna do? What does that do? Child, let me stop. Let me see. You feel me getting hot because Isis just fell on over. That's a sign. I'm over here getting hot because these are people's lives that are on the line. These are people's perceptions. These are people's emotions. These are people's these are people. These are actual beings. Okay? That people are just manipulating and toying with and controlling and just harvesting energy off of. And with that statue falling over like that, that's just another message of affirming the goddess in general. The goddess energy is taking back what's hers. This ain't on some feminist anything. This is just straight up spiritual facts. If you on some crap, if you on some scheming stuff, and you trying to scheme people, especially if you trying to scheme people who belong to Isis or any goddess energy at this time, I mean, I would really hate to be you. And I would really be hating all these spiritualists that work under illusions and delusions. We see you, girl. Raw see you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not smart to pay the price for some of these crimes that people are committing spiritually to people who are asleep. I'm sorry that I just rambled on, and yeah. The day and age of deception and of negative patriarchal energies of abusing the phallus and the creation component of the masculine component within everyone, and then within the energies of the world, is soon going to balance itself out. And everyone who's operating on that negative polarity is gonna get smacked. And it's not gonna be comfortable. And some of y'all, no offense, some of this tower energy may have been because of negative habits related to what I'm talking about. Healing is here. It's provided for you. Take it. Ignite the flame of your soul. And if Goddess Isis is calling to you and you want to connect to her now. Goddess Isis, I call upon you, the goddess of 10,000 years, Aset, Hathor, Sekhmet. Protect your children, protect your devotees, your priests, your priestesses. May your wings expand and protect everyone for their highest good. So let it be. Okay, so sorry that was a long one. However, we are closing out with this singing bowl again, so thank you, Goddess Isis. We release our egos, we release our shame, fear, guilt, jealousy, envy, hatred, and we invite compassion, gratitude, and love into our life. So let it be. Alright, you guys, so that was today's channel messages from Isis. If you guys vibe with this reading, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, share it with anyone that you feel like needs to hear this, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.